So, as an orthopedic surgeon, for us right now, this is slip and fall season. So, we get a lot of ankle fractures and wrist fractures during this time, as people are slipping on water when it's raining, and on ice spots and snow if they're in colder areas. I really think a lot of what I see is from patients not taking their time and not having adequate support when they're doing stuff. And I'm as guilty as everybody else. You know, you've gone to the grocery store and you have 6 bags of groceries in the car and you don't want to make 2 trips. So you like load up your arms and carry them all in at once. That creates a safety problem because your hands are full. So if you were to fall, you can't catch yourself at all. And sometimes, depending on what you're carrying, your view is obstructed. And so slow down, take the time to go ahead and make the 2 or 3 trips that it needs to go back and forth to the car. Try not to be in a rush when you're doing things. I think if you can combine those things, you absolutely can kind of decrease these incidental mechanical falls that happen when you're kind of in a rush and not paying attention. So if you are in areas where there is snow and ice, certainly being cognizant of wearing snow boots or shoes that have better grip on the bottoms and that are better equipped for the snow is better. There are devices that you can add to your shoes to help with grip in areas like that. Certainly those can be helpful. And if you are an older patient that needs to use a cane or a walker, I cannot stress to you the importance of using that cane or that walker in these times, because it gives you an extra point of fixation and support on the ground.
One thing people should be aware of, and it's just generally good health for all musculoskeletal conditions, is to be in the best shape they can. The most important thing is to keep a strong core, your abdominal musculature, the spine muscles that are responsible for arching your back, extending. If that whole core is strong and you were walking down the street in an icy street, walking tentatively and slipped all of a sudden or got torqued, you would be more protective of those organs that are inside if it was like you built the brace that you were wearing all the time.
It's basically pain as your guide, like pain that doesn't improve over time. Like an ankle sprain in general should probably feel markedly better by the end of the week compared to like an ankle fracture, which probably won't. And so it's like the quality of the pain, how it responds to time, those types of things are what prompts people to come to the emergency room. In general, however, like if the suspicion is there, you should go, because you don't want to just kind of delay your care for 4 or 5 days thinking that it's nothing, but then it actually, hey man, your ankle's dislocated and you actually have a problem. Because that problem is much easier dealt with, like urgently, like acutely, like in the first couple of days.
Do your part is to be a good community member. Clear the walkways in front of your house if you can, and be a good neighbor if there are people that can't get out of their house, if they're older or have other issues. Be a good neighbor and maybe you can clear their snow as well. Because a lot of times you have the black ice and you don't really see it. It's tough, right? It's even I've been a victim of that a few times, and so I think salt can be your friend. Not letting snow compact before it freezes over and turns into ice. And again, people aren't necessarily aware when they're going for a walk. So if you're aware of your area and can maintain your sidewalk and your roads, the safer the neighborhoods and the cities are going to be.